This podcast is brought to you today by Music Minds. Music Minds is the only music instrument shop in Dublin city centre open 7 days a week, all year. Located at 33 Lower Liffey Street, it's the most convenient choice for all things music, books, instruments and lessons. Music Minds have just expanded their shop with a new piano showroom and digital centre next door. Music Minds offers brands including Akai, Newmark, Nord and of course Yamaha and Roland. Music Minds are also hosting a grand opening of their new piano showroom on Friday the 1st of March, so be sure to save the date. Enjoy this episode with Chasing Abbey.
This podcast is powered by Audio House Dublin.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, welcome everybody to episode 34 of the Sold Out podcast. We're here with Chasing Abbey. I suppose, first of all, do you want to introduce yourselves, even for audio listeners, who's talking when?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, yeah. Well, I'm Ro.
I'm Ted.
I'm B-Fade.
And obviously together, Chasing Abbey.
Yep.
And I suppose just, obviously, first of all, thanks so much for coming on and everything like that.
Awesome, man.
Do you listen to like a lot of podcasts ever? I always kind of just get a feel at the start.
Probably the most.
Not
Yeah.
really. I haven't really got on the podcast train yet.
Yeah.
Small few.
Small few.
Not major.
Listen
Like-
to a bit of Dre's, that thing.
Dre's,
Remember
eh?
Dre's, man?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pharmacy was it?
Yeah.
The pharmacy?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
to sleep, throw it on.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things. That's what got me into it. Just listen to Joe Rogan waffle on
Yeah.
for like 4 hours and just pass out straight away. Like, but yeah, you've obviously an upcoming single. Then, so this will come out. The single will be out because it's going up on the 20th.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
do you want to just talk about kind of this new single and how it's different to like what you've done before?
Yeah, so I suppose like it's kind of more along the lines that we had always intended to go. So kind of at the start we kind of we hit a kind of a niche with That Good Thing, and then we kind of kept on that path for a little bit, just to kind of establish ourselves. But like we had always intended to go down a more urban hip hop route. That was always our plan.
Yeah.
So I think with this single, I think we've kind of successfully went there.
Embrace that a bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What were kind of like your influences for that, like in terms of hip hop?
I suppose like in terms of Hold On specifically is like very like Post Malone.
Yeah. Very topical today.
Yeah.
Weekend vibes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Weekend,
Weekend,
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the newer, more
Yeah.
current kind of.
Yeah, kind of the
hip-hop
current
stuff.
sound that's been coming, but I guess we wanted to kind of make it our own
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it is a little bit hard to put a label on it, and like even Post Malone sound, you know, it's
Yeah.
it's like half hip hop, but like
Half pop.
you wouldn't really call it hip hop either.
Yeah,
It's like-
I think that the lines are blurred on
definitely.
that kind of stuff now. I think that's a good thing though, because
Yeah,
you know, like it's very hard to put anyone in a box anymore.
yeah,
Seems like people like in the industry get caught up in it, but I don't think people actually care. Like, you know,
Yeah,
the
it's
listeners,
a good song.
yeah.
It's a good song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People in the industry get caught up whether
Good
Post
music,
Malone
it's good
is
music.
off for
This,
that, but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
people just think, oh, Post Malone.
and the
good song.
Grammys and stuff. Just see some of the Grammy
Exactly.
nominations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did you think of them? Like Cardi B, hip hop album of the year and stuff.
Yeah, probably deserved, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
really
pretty
deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was delighted for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been massive fan of Cardi now for a while.
She's
It's
savage.
I think she just has the voice, just and a flow that's just infectious. Like
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
hear it, and
Do you think Travis deserved one? Or
Yeah, that's why he had
surely,
such a moment this year. Like,
I
you know
think
what I mean?
Travis kind of deserved.
I think Travis has left a major stamp.
But like I felt like a lot of people obviously were a bit upset about the whole Mac Miller
Mac
thing as
Miller
well,
thing.
which
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
huge as well.
Yeah.
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 Because like he barely got mentioned or whatever. Like I think it was like thrown in at the end or
In
something.
fairness
But,
to Cardi though, she
She
came
did,
out in
yeah.
the end and she.
but it's
came
awful, like
top,
them, like because the backlash she got, and it's like they made her like kind of delete her Instagram. Like, well, she like the hate she received from it, which is
Mm.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Crazy.
The
but I
vicious
suppose talking about accolades, obviously you won the RTE Music Prize there 2 years ago.
Mm.
So, how did you get to that point? I want to know about like you first starting out, like, and the journey to even there.
Yeah.
Because that would have been, I suppose, a lot of people's kind of maybe first.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you want to say that?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, we know each other from school. Yeah, it's in Tullamore, Closhcullen, and like we're always kind of playing. Like our families are very musical, so we're just like playing music through that. That's
Yeah.
how we got introduced to music, and initially through traditional Irish
Yeah,
music. Yeah, and yeah, I suppose that was kind of our introduction, and then through school we kind of we got involved in a few different musical projects together, a few different groups and stuff. But I suppose it was kind of at the start of 2016, I think it was, or maybe just before, so maybe Christmas of 2015. we were like, we obviously were playing like trad and folk, but we were listening to rap, dance, all that, all that
mix.
Yeah, I know. And I suppose so. Like, you know, when you're going to these sessions and stuff, you're going playing the traditional, but you're coming home and you're listening to this, Dre and stuff like. So it's kind of at that point we said, you know what, let's just go and make this music. Yeah. And we literally dived head first. Yeah. Bought Ableton, and just
that's crazy.
Just dived in.
See, before that, like before we actually just made the dive into it, it was actually never an option. Yeah. As in, we never thought it was an option. You know, we never once considered, let's do rap, like, or let's do hip hop. Never once. It was like, if you're going to play music, it's going to have to be trad, or it's going to have to be folk, because that's.
Did you feel put in a box because you're Irish?
Exactly. Yeah.
There's no foundation.
So we didn't actually know we had the option until we just went, well, actually, we do. Yeah. So it kind of, once, as B said, spot Ableton, and we just went head first into it.
Head first,
Spent about a year just in B shed, just messing around with Ableton, like musically, and then like more progressively, like we were still at the start putting in instruments and stuff. Kind of felt we had to include them, and then over time we just kind of drifted more into just like production. You know?
Well, it's definitely good that you come from the background of knowing how to play. You know what I mean? Like, because that definitely. Plays into
helps,
production as well. So you're very hands on with the production yourselves then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Produce all of
our tracks are like
90% us, and then like the rest would be like mix and mastering. But we outsource that because obviously we're not like trained how to mix or master a track. And sometimes just like little finisher things, but 90% is us.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it'd be silly not to do that, really, because you have to learn too, and you're going to learn from these people who do.
We always have the mindset that, like, you know, if someone has more experience than you, if someone knows better than you, listen to them. Yeah, exactly. Learn from them. Don't be like arrogant and think that you're better than them, because, you know, 9 times out of 10, if they've been doing it 20 years, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's just fact.
And so on this new track, was a collab with Jay Weathers as well, isn't it? Yeah. So how was it working with him, like bringing a new energy in?
Yeah, it was very cool. It was basically like a different level. It really was. We've been a fan of Jay for a long time now, and when he agreed to actually work with us,
it's crazy.
It was madness, really, to be honest. And then we're over in his house, in the studio, and it's just sort of mind-boggling experience. It's crazy, and it's just the level, and, you know, the skill, and just the talent is just mad. Next level.
Like we actually always had the vision for the sound of like the EP or the single that's out now, but like we felt like Jay really brought it there. Do you know what I mean? Like we had it there and we produced it and wrote it and all, but it needed to sound like
an extra push.
Exactly. And Jay really got that out of it. Like, you know, the first kind of, what would you say, the first versions he sent over, we were just like, he's nailing it. Like, you know, it's savage. So,
I suppose like before this project, we've worked with a lot of producers, but like they were kind of those producers were kind of put in front of us, and like we learned loads from them, and like we had a great experience. But this was the first time like we went through all the tracks that we're listening to, and we found a common denominator. And it was
and you were excited about it.
Exactly. And we sent him the project, and then he was like, let's do it.
He got it too, like, like straight away. Like he understood what to do, and it was kind of a thing where he was doing things, and we're like doing things without us even saying it, and everyone was going so exactly. It was a mutual kind of, it was just a chemistry there that was just everything he did or anything we did, everyone was like
just got
I think nice flow. It was just,
I think we were the first Irish people he spoke to.
Really? Yeah. I'm one of the first.
He couldn't really understand us for a while, like, it's weird.
It wasn't really like, obviously the UK has such an amazing scene itself, so he wasn't really too aware of the Irish scene, but we were telling him that he's gonna know about.
We were telling him about different Irish acts.
We were telling him that you're gonna know about this guy and this guy. He's
actually mad. He was very interested in like the whole.
It was an interesting.
He'd like to come to Ireland.
Really,
And then he was showing us loads of UK people that we've never even heard of
coming. Like,
we were like, these people are crazy.
There was actually one track, you know, the Man Can't Challenge. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Well, there's one video, and there's more rappers in that one YouTube video. They always come in and do like a verse, and there's more in that that one video, then
Yeah.
probably the whole of Ireland's
Yeah, literally,
rappers,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
yeah,
it
there's
was,
a lot
it
of
was
acts
cool
coming
being
out of
over there.
Dublin too at the moment. Like,
Loads,
is
yeah.
there anyone like in particular like you're kind of like interested in or listening to, or
Which is that?
Jafaris, the
Yeah.
Irish,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Irish scene, yeah,
It's like,
big,
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah.
Of Jafaris.
Big fans of Jafaris, yeah, Kojak as well.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
is
100%.
savage.
yeah, because both of them just have that. Like, I think what the common denominator between them and Hughes as well is like the production value is definitely there. Like even
Yeah.
in Jafaris, just sounds like it's
Yeah.
big sound.
Yeah,
you
big
know what I
sound,
mean?
yeah.
I think it's so
Savage.
important, isn't it?
So
you know,
important,
like
yeah.
you have to make sure that your track sounds the best. It
I think
possibly
nowadays more than ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's kind of like if you have a really great song, but if you don't have the production really good, then it's like 60% of what it could
yeah,
be.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
But if you get your production nailed, then a good song is now a great song.
yeah,
I mean
100%.
nowadays like beats
yeah, tight
like,
beats and
beats are like a hit before the song is a hit. Like you
Yeah.
know, sometimes there's like a hit beat, right? And like
100%.
you just
There's
have
a hit beat, you just
a
have to-
rapper with a nice voice
Yeah.
sings over it, and like that's
Yeah.
it. But the beat is messed up. I
There's
just
so
kind
many
of
examples.
Yeah,
cool
exactly,
dynamic
Yeah, there's
that's
loads of that.
nowadays, like which is cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, most of the mainstream hip hop sound now is definitely like producer led. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
for
mean? Like,
sure, yeah. And even like
90%
they're
of it.
getting so much more credit, like they're out
Yeah.
there. Do you know what I mean?
Well
Like,
deserved, I think.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
it's,
and
it's
yeah,
really
like,
cool.
it actually is. Yeah, it's a good shift. Like,
yeah, definitely.
But like as well. So where did even the name Chasing Abbey come from?
Yeah, so basically where it comes from is, as B said, we bought Ableton and we just dived head first in.
Yeah.
We didn't think about names, we didn't think about anything, literally nothing,
Yeah,
only
just messing around.
exactly. And like we have a lot of like slang and words we use all the time. We're always kind of just like nicknaming things, you know, we're always just giving things names and that kind of sticks. So as we were just messing about, like we just nicknamed the audience Abbey.
Yeah.
So like every time we were referring to like, you know, who we're making the music for, we just say Abbey. And that was just like a thing. That was just like
Just stuck out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Just going on for months, like.
just like a nickname.
Yeah, yeah.
So like we'd be just making tracks and like, oh, Abby's gonna love that, but kind of messing, like,
Yeah.
you know, or Abby's gonna hate that, like.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
there's lots of really shit stuff that we made. Of course there is. There has to be loads of shit before there's something good.
100%.
And we were like, oh, Abby's gonna hate that. And we're all just laughing, like just taking the
Yeah.
piss,
And
like.
you'd throw it in the
But
bin.
I think like as the joke kind of went deeper, like we kind of realized that like the more we were going, oh, Abby's gonna like this, the closer we were to actually making really something good music. And we were kind of like, right, so if we're like if Abby is liking that, we're closer to the dream
Yeah.
of getting to where we want to be. Like, so Chasing Abbey is like chasing the dream,
Yeah.
but like Abby is the audience.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, no, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
You weren't expecting that.
Yeah, that was a way better like story than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like, you know the way like a lot of rappers and stuff are just like what's it like Wu-Tang Clan name generator or something like that. I almost thought it was gonna be like one of them. Like
That would have been a lot easier to
Yeah.
explain.
yeah.
Actually, maybe I'll just say that.
Yeah, no, it's sweet. But yeah, I mean, was there anything different though? Like, because obviously up until now it's been mainly singles.
Yeah.
So recording a full project, what was kind of your thoughts going in?
It was I actually think it was nearly easier. than-
Easier,
Yeah,
man.
really,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a
definitely.
sense of relief, I think.
Yeah.
Because like,
See, like I think for the last year, like from the start, we like our whole thing was like a body of work. We always wanted a body of work. We always appreciated bodies of work. Like we
Yeah.
always listened to albums and saw the value and saw the brilliance in a good album.
Yeah.
And, like obviously we couldn't jump straight to an album, but we felt after the 3 singles an EP was the right step, and
Yeah.
we were ready. Like obviously it takes a long time to be ready to make a body of work, because like in the Odyssey Project, like we're basically just going through our whole journey to where we are, and it took that time to be able to write
100%.
something like
And
to make a
It's
project.
not even a journey of music or sound.
Yes, life.
It's a journey of like life experiences and just maturing and just like taking all those experiences and putting them into
Yeah.
a project. And like apart from music, like like artwork, like lyrically, the music is kind of, you know, it's relative to that, if that makes sense. It all comes together
Yeah.
into one.
and like with the 3 tunes that are say available now, well, when this interview is going to be, the whole thing's there. But like with those 3, it's like you don't know us, like, do you know what I mean? It's just only like, and this is going to bring us closer to the fans, closer to people. So it's they're going to get Chasing Abbey. Like, it's impossible to get Chasing Abbey
Yeah.
From
with
3
the-
singles.
with
There's loads of
singles.
artists that I like, and I like 2 songs. and
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I like them.
Yeah.
But then the artists that I love and like have a real like I'm a fan are the ones that I love their projects.
Yeah.
You know, I like a whole album from start to finish, or I like a whole EP or a whole mixtape, whatever it may be.
Yeah, one big story or one big thing.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
just something to just draw you in.
I think that's when you become a fan.
And that's what we always admired. That's always what we wanted, you know. And even like with the EP now, like our connection to it is just like it's a very real
it's
thing.
It's
not
well.
you know, like
it's much more
like
personal.
obviously we've like the singles we released, like, you know, we're 100% feel them as well, but like you can hop out singles, but when you go into the studio and make like a body of work and you're putting like hours and hours into this, like you just get this connection with it, and it just, I think that came through in the
definitely
the project, so we're buzzing.
Yeah. So when did the whole process start? Like, when does it start with writing, or does it start with production, or where do you start?
I suppose it usually starts with a beat.
Yeah.
Just drum, like a drum loop is where we usually start. Like we kind of always say, like, if the beat is hopping straight away, or if the beat is just banging straight away, then you're onto a winner already. You know. Yeah. So we just kind of, and like when I say beat, I actually just mean drums. I don't mean the whole thing. Yeah. So we usually just bang out a beat, and if it's banging, we'll bang down a melody. And if that melody is good, we'll bang down a bass, and then
keep looping.
And then we'll stand back and we'll go, right,
now
is that worthy of a hook or lyrics?
Yeah.
And then if it is,
normally we go straight for a hook then.
Yeah, go straight for a hook then. And then we'll stand back again and go, is that hook good enough to put down a verse?
Yeah.
And then
you might sleep on
and
it.
keep going there. Yeah.
You just kind of work backwards until you kind of have a song.
Yeah. And so there's probably a lot of process, like you probably have this folder just of like hundreds of unheard beats and stuff like that. Crazy.
It's kind of like, well, the way we do it is we kind of write in batches. So like the Odyssey Project, apart from Hold On, which was a little bit earlier, it was kind of like summer, the other 4 songs were wrote in the space of 3 weeks.
And we threw out, I think, 2.
Yeah. We threw out 2. So, and then there was probably another 3 that never even made the full song. 3 or 4 maybe. So
5.
So like, you could say maybe, like 3 weeks and maybe like 10 songs narrowed down to like 5.
So we was weird, like we went hard for those like 3 weeks and got the whole concept, got everything, and then we're like went to say our managers and we're like, right, here's what we've been working on, and here we go, and then it's like we've put in hours and hours and hours into making it over like 3 weeks or that, and from then it was like just kind of waiting and then like getting in touch with Jay and all that kind of stuff, and then that was probably the longer
refining
part,
and
you know, but
the creativity part or the creative part is actually usually quite short. You know,
we just go
3 weeks of 14-hour days.
But it's probably kind of in the back of your head all the way up until then.
Yeah.
That's just kind of.
You're kind of. It was.
So when you're creative, like, you know, you just kind of you get in and you want to take advantage of being it, because you're not always feeling it, like, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
So when we get in and we do it, and then we have it wrapped up and we just plow on.
That's the best part, like, because you're in that zone and time is irrelevant and
nothing else matters.
Nothing matters. You're in this world, and then. But then, like, that doesn't last forever, and then it's in the business then.
After the 3 weeks, like, we did not clean the studio. Man, you should have seen
coffee cups and energy drinks.
You just proper like living in there.
It was. We kind of took pride in the mess.
Yeah. Well, it's like a lot of people like grow out beards and stuff like that.
I grew out a beard.
During an album.
I actually just shaved. But it was. We took pride in the mess because it was kind of like. It was like a mark that we were in here a lot, you know, that we're working, and it was just coffee cups, energy drinks everywhere, like just
so weird, man, because we had spent like probably 3 weeks with only really spending time with each other in a room, and it was like pretty intense coming out of that, like speaking to people again,
the only thing you probably keep talking about music and stuff like that.
And like when you're in that real creative buzz, you're barely in touch with reality.
Barely.
So like
we'll have a real conversation.
The three of us were like just talking like pure nonsense all the time, you know, crazy stuff. And then like you go talk to like a normal person,
my family.
You're just your family, and like you can't talk to them, like you're just like this isn't this is too normal.
Yeah,
I need
exactly,
something weirder.
Yeah, I get you. No, 100%.
I remember just after, I think, that period, we went up to 2FM to launch the Choice Music Prize. So we'd been in the room together for 3 weeks,
The
basically.
first time out of it.
First time out.
Man.
And when we got in the studio, we were like, oh wow, we have to speak to people.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
different.
yeah.
like,
I
you know.
remember we were literally like, right, we have to remember how to like
Talk.
act this normal.
Massive
people,
filters
you
on
know,
everything.
Yeah,
We're like,
You have to remember this. Be like, right, just remember to be a person.
Yeah.
You are human. But,
Yeah.
then after the 3 weeks, then or 3 or 4 weeks, it was just down to business, and it was down to getting a mix mastered.
Yeah.
Getting the release schedule, getting
Artwork,
the plan, getting the
that
artwork,
kind of stuff.
getting the name.
Yeah.
We
But
got there.
it's kind of nice because obviously that's kind of the finish line, and then you kind of see the final product, and everything like
It
that.
was really a sense of achievement.
Yeah.
You can start listening to them as songs.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
very hard
Yeah.
to do that during.
And then the
period.
other side of the process is, so like basically you're just making the music. You don't actually know like if people are gonna like it or not.
I was gonna
you
say,
like it, of course.
Yeah.
And you can assume, people will like it, but it's when you start giving the songs out to people, sending it here, send here,
Yeah.
and people are coming back saying, "Oh, I love this, and then you listen again and you're
You hear
hearing
different.
new things,
Yeah.
and it's a whole. That's a whole different.
How do you kind of go about that? Do you just give it to some close friends? Do
Yeah,
you
so
give it
like
to-
we have like
SoundCloud link.
Yeah.
Hop it up.
we have like a group of boys that we we trust, like, and we hang out with them all the time, but we just send it to them
Yeah.
and just they get back to
There's
us.
hundreds of lists on it.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's hundreds.
And then
Yeah.
obviously managers and labels. And
Yeah,
all
of
that.
course, yeah. But like, so they just kind of give you like their honest opinion, because you
Yeah.
need that too as well. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah,
An
definitely.
outside view.
Yeah. And then I suppose like when you're talking about everything in terms of you don't know how people are going to receive it, I suppose when you get on stage, then that's when you know for sure how it's being received. So
Definitely. Yeah.
what were like some of your like first gigs, like figuring out how to play live, and then up until obviously some of the bigger supports and
Yeah.
everything you've been doing recently?
See, we were always used to, like, we've played like live for years with the trad stuff and folk, so we were always quite used to
so you're kinda
performing.
yeah,
But getting on with 3 mics and a DJ and rapping like took a while to get used to, and like rapping to a track where you're not playing an instrument and stuff like that live took a while. But to be honest, our whole buzz was always live at the start. Like, we loved playing live. We just loved the energy of it.
Yeah.
We always loved to turn up and like leave
deliver.
it all on the stage. Like, so like we kind of
Yeah.
took to it like second nature.
Yeah, that's good.
We came from the the pub scene and the nightclub
Yeah.
scene. So that was our first experiences. So we learned our first experience with live was that you had to win the crowd over.
Yeah.
It, like our experience in live wasn't that the crowd are there to love you and tell you you're unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was your job, even though like you're the one that's there being paid, whatever. It's your job to win the crowd over and entertain them. That's your job. So we did that for years, and that was our mentality on live, where you had to win the crowd. It didn't matter how many songs they knew or how much they loved you, and in most cases they didn't know who the hell
Yeah,
you were.
exactly,
We were
yeah.
at nightclubs in the middle of nowhere, and they're like, "Who are these?" And then they hear that good thing go, "Oh!" You know? So like, but and then when it came to like more recently, where we're doing our own gigs, where people have paid money to come see us, it's a very different experience.
First Academy show, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it was the very first time where a crowd had came to our show.
Yeah.
And that was intense.
It was really intense and really strange. And I remember after the gig, it was a good gig, but after the gig, we literally, there was like an after party, and 3 of us said, we just need a few minutes. So the 3 of us just sat in the car for an hour and just tried to process like
what the hell.
We're all shook,
just
like,
happened. Because we didn't have to win them, you know.
Definitely,
the crowd wanted to be, they actually wanted to be there.
Yeah.
You know, there was a crowd in front of us, and we didn't have to like, you know, shout at them every 2 minutes, "Are you still with us?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a big thing, like, because obviously I'm talking to a lot of artists, and to talk about the support act slot is hard, you know, because
so hard.
even the anxiety beforehand is like your music might not be the same of who you're supporting. Are they going to follow it? Are they going to come with me on this? Like, you know, when you walk out and when you're peering across and you're looking at all the people there, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people there.
Biggest one of that was
Of course.
Enrique
Yeah,
Iglesias.
yeah. How did that go? Like, what's
Great,
that like?
actually.
Really,
Really enjoyed it. Like,
Obviously, we had all them fears.
Them
you know,
fears.
before
Yes.
we walked out on
Yeah.
stage, we were like,
Even like when it came to accepting the gig, like it was very hard to kind of like, 'cause, like you're kind of like, how is this going to be a fit?
Yeah.
But it worked,
It
and
worked
we
out.
I
actually
think people kind of embraced that it was so different to what Enrique was going to come out and do.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And obviously his fans are not directly our fans,
Yeah.
but there was an acceptance there.
yeah.
Crazy.
And you
though.
can even see like from our reaction online to new stuff and comments and stuff, like a lot of those people that were at that gig
They've
have actually
stuck with
already,
us.
I've already bought tickets for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you, like, obviously, the 3 Arena, like, you probably went to gigs yourself there and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, what was it like backstage and stuff? Like, was it just weird being on the
I
other
remember
side of
walking
it?
in for sound check when
Yeah.
it was empty. And
Empty.
there was like I don't know, 1 million people setting up the stage.
Yeah.
And just like moving around, lads with builder hats on and all sorts, and
builders
just looking
everywhere.
at like
The
cause
screens
yeah,
and,
I've been
all
at
that.
concerts in there, and you know you're always a spectator, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just being there was a bit like,
It's a bit strange, like.
yeah, it was weird.
Especially looking out on the other end, being like, "Oh, I'm usually up there." Somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
That's weird. But I suppose, like, is there anything that you're looking forward to, even coming up, kind of for the rest of the year? Like, obviously, you have these new tour dates, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
gone up from the
Tour,
academy,
yeah.
obviously, to the Olympia.
yeah.
Kind of like, what's kind of like the 2019 looking like for you?
Yeah, I suppose we got obviously the release, Hold On just gone, and the EP coming.
Mm.
I suppose there'll be another single off that as well.
Before it drops.
Yeah, and then like exactly a week after the EP drops, we have the Culture Kid tour, so that's gonna be cool.
And kicking off then.
Yeah, kicking off then, and then we'll probably we've actually loads of festival slots for summer.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, but it's always hard because, like, usually you're confirmed but not announced and stuff like
Some
that.
are
But-
announced,
some
and then
are-
there's
Yeah.
more to be announced.
Yeah. So, like,
Always
but if
tricky.
people have festival tickets, they can kind of expect
Exactly,
to see
yeah.
you around. Yeah.
We'll be knocking around somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I suppose we'll do a few more of our own shows then,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so it's the 14th of April for the Olympia Theatre, so I think most of our listeners will be in Dublin, so
Yeah, cool.
shout
Yeah,
that
nice
one out.
nice one.
But in terms of like, I was gonna say, do you have any plans for, like, any videos and stuff coming up?
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think as well as the music kind of going to where we wanted to go,
Yeah,
the visually and like video wise, we have a lot of ideas that we haven't executed yet,
yeah,
that we will. And I think with the Odyssey we can.
Yeah.
I think beforehand we couldn't, but I think we can now. So that's something that we're
I need to explore.
actually really
looking forward
excited
to
to get
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
What are, like, some of your, like, favorite music videos or something of all
Sicko
time?
Mode.
Sicko Mode, really?
Sicko Mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASAP's videos.
ASAP's
are
are
just
yeah,
really
next
good.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think like the whole thing around like the visuals have to match the music. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
when you have like a project or like still like Astro World, which is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like you need music videos to be that standard. Like there's no point having.
Yeah,
Obviously Kendrick's.
So,
Yeah.
Kendrick's
Wow.
always
sick
Wow.
as well.
Freestyle. Is it Wow Free or?
yeah, Wow Freestyle.
Wow
Mm.
Freestyle.
J-Rock.
Yeah, with J-Rock. Yeah.
Mm.
That
Savage
video
video.
is.
I think them boys are just pushing. They're just pushing
Yeah.
the boundaries on music videos and
yeah,
and what the whole idea of a music video is very different. I think now. than it
yeah,
used to be.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's kind of coming back in a way.
Yeah.
For a while, I
kind
think
of
before
lulled.
you did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's like back because, like, you have ASAP and Kendrick. And
Yeah, they kind of brought it to the next
the
level.
Walk It Talk It video.
yeah.
Oh, that was
yeah.
incredible.
That's gas as
That was
well.
incredible.
Unbelievable.
We
And
watched that many a time.
You always remember a great video. Always.
100%, yeah. But, like, I feel like it's just another kind of avenue just to let the creativity, like, obviously.
Exactly.
I think we did a music video for Talk to Me, and it was our first ever music video, and it literally blew our minds for the amount of work, the amount of things
Yeah.
that go into a video.
Yeah.
Because we're used to a studio thing.
You're kind of
like,
controlling it,
exactly
just use and
that kind of creative thing where like you have full control over this thing and you're making a 3-minute song. Grand.
Like you can make the song in 10 minutes and then
Yeah.
you know if it happens,
yeah,
you
exactly.
can make a 3-minute music video. It's like
It's like 20-hour footage.
100,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, so-
We were like, this is mad, and we needed to see that before we kind of start, because we want to take on the video ourselves.
Yeah.
Not entirely ourselves,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but you know, a lot of the
Yeah,
creativity.
you kind of know what to expect this time.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's possible and
Exactly.
everything like that. Yeah, 100%. Just lately as well on the podcast, I've been getting everyone to shout out something like on Netflix or YouTube or just something you're obsessed with at the moment. Just all personally.
FIFA.
Really?
Ultimate Team.
So you weren't lying when you came in. There's
No,
a
man.
PlayStation here, and I was like, "Oh, there's FIFA on that."
Deep
and
in
they
the
were like,
Ultimate Team, boys.
Yeah, rolling
Fair.
deep in you. I'm actually doing the Marvel thing at the moment.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to watch it, but I've never really watched any. So I went online and I found the correct list on how to watch them.
Yeah. In
So-
like
yeah,
order or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've started that and actually loving it.
Yeah. I haven't seen them either.
Yeah.
This may be a sin, but I'm just in the middle of Game of Thrones.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
It's a good time to start,
It's a
though, man.
good time.
You're gonna have like.
I just
Yeah.
watched episode 9 of season 5 last night.
Ooh.
Dance of Dragons.
Yeah.
One
Spoiler
of the
alert.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
One of the people
There's
who
so much more to go, man.
haven't seen a single
Yeah,
episode
so-
of Game of Thrones.
No way, man.
Yeah, so
I've seen it all. It's all good.
Oh, man, I met your man Joffrey from the show.
Oh, yeah?
Recently, yeah.
Wow.
Like he was at a gig somewhere, and
Crazy.
like I didn't say anything to him, but like I shook his hand because I
Oh,
know that was the thing, man. Because he got kind of introduced to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I, like, shook his hand.
Character-wise.
and I was in my head going, I kind of hate you.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually do. Like in a way, just looking at his face.
I
That's
hate
so-
him.
that's
Sign of a brilliant actor, isn't it?
What
Yeah.
a brilliant actor, brilliant story, brilliant
Yeah.
everything. It's just,
It's mental. But yeah, no, lads, really appreciate you coming on. I had a great
It's been a
chat.
pleasure,
I suppose, do you want to just give out the last kind of like the dates and everything of
Beagle for
obviously the new single will be out now.
Yeah, and the full EP, the Odyssey Project, is coming April 5th. And then we have the Culture Kid Tour starting April 11th in
Yeah, in Killarney.
Clarny.
Yeah.
13th in Cork.
Yeah.
And 14th Olympia.
Yeah, and obviously tickets and all, cop them
Yeah.
down below. Thanks so much for
Savage.
guys.
Thanks
No,
for having
Thanks
us.
for having us,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you very
Appreciate it.
much.